Hi, my name is Cor, and welcome to my channel, Driving with Gloves. I always drive with car gloves. Your question might be, why do I drive with gloves? And my answer is, why not?
If you recognize the music, then you are very well educated. If not, well, what shall I say? But let me give you a hint. It's all about the year 1291. You still don't have a clue? Perhaps this might help you. No, you fool, it's not about the Lone Ranger, it's about William Tell.
It was exactly here that William Tell jumped ashore and escaped from Gasland, and as a result, on the 1st of August 1291, Switzerland was founded.
And above this so-called Tell plate, there is a wonderful twisty legendary road called the Axen. In this episode from Driving with Gloves, I will be driving over this Axenstraße in a legendary Italian sports car. I'm now driving over the Axenstraße, but this episode is not about an Alfa Romeo Giulia, but I have driven a blue one just before I had the idea for Driving with Gloves.
But now I'm driving another famous Italian sports car. I drive a Maserati. Yes. And look at this lovely interior.
This is the high-end interior of a Maserati from another era. It has burr walnut and the finest leather you could get. And look at all the details. You will find the Maserati trident everywhere. You will even find it on the pedals.
This episode is not all about the year 1291, but it's history time. George Orwell wrote a book between 1946 and 1948, and I assume that you are well educated. So this is about the year 1984, because this Maserati is from 1984. So take care, because Big Brother is watching you. Thanks to Vogel and partner in road in Switzerland, I'm now driving a Maserati Bi-Turbo S from 1984. It looks like a BMW 3 Series, but is as fast as a Ferrari 308. But the history of Maserati is way longer than the history of Ferrari.
The Maserati brothers, Alfieri, Bindo, Carlo, Ettore and Ernesto, were all involved with automobiles from the beginning of the 20th century. Carlo Maserati worked as a test driver for Fiat between 1901 and 1903, and he developed a one-cylinder internal combustion engine for motorized bicycles.
He was the eldest from the Maserati brothers, and he died in 1910. After his death, his brothers established Maserati in Bologna in 1914. One of the first Maseratis won the Targa Florio in 1926, so it has a long racing pedigree.
The trident logo of the Maserati car company is based on the Fountain of Neptune in Bologna's Piazza Maggiore. In 1940, the remaining Maserati brothers sold Maserati to the Orsi family. They relocated the company headquarters from Bologna to their hometown of Modena.
Well, it still has power. It's an old car, 33 years old, but it still has power. If the two turbos are working, it has a lot of power, and then it goes like hell. It's amazing, because everyone is criticizing this car, but it is not that bad. The famous Argentinian driver Juan Manuel Fangio raced for Maserati for several years, producing a number of stunning victories, including winning the World Championship in 1957.
I am now in the village of Brunnen, at the beginning of the Axenstraße, and look how beautiful it is. In 1968, Maserati was taken over by the French car manufacturer Citroën. In 1974, Citroën went bankrupt. In 1975, an agreement was signed at the Ministry of Industry in Rome, and the property of Maserati passed from Citroën to an Italian state-owned holding company and Alejandro de Damaso, an Argentinian industrialist and former racing driver. The 1980s saw the company largely abandoning the mid-engine sports car in favor of a compact front-engine rear drive coupe, the Maserati Bi-Turbo. The Bi-Turbo's pleasure was its twin-turbocharged V6 engine, the first ever in a production car. This is the Maserati V6 twin-turbo 2.5-litre engine. Now I'm almost at the end of the Axenstraße. At the end of the Axenstraße there is a little village called Flüelen.
I was just driving through the little village of Flüelen, and look what I found here. It's a model from a very special car. It's a German car, a Wiesmann, and it's made out of reinforced concrete.
And this is how the Wiesmann looks in real life.
Until just before, the space in this car was not too bad for my height. But for some reason, I don't fit in the car anymore. Because what have I got on my hat? It's an apple. What does an apple on my hat? Well, that's odd.
I now arrived in the capital of Cantonuri in Switzerland.
I found it very odd that I have an apple on my hat, but how does it come? Because someone wants to shoot the apple. Oh yes, it's William Tell, he wants to shoot the apple from my hat. Thank you very much for watching this episode from Driving with Glass with the Maserati Bi-Turbo S from 1984. Thanks to Vogel and partner in Rhodes. I had the opportunity to drive this car, and this car is for sale, and it really is a bargain. And you might be laughing, what does he has on his hat? Well, it's the apple from William Tell. He didn't shoot it today. So on this apple, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Driving with Gloves. Thank you, until next time.